When you want to access the quick settings, you probably swipe your finger twice from top to bottom. But did you know that there's a tip to do it faster? Just swipe 2 fingers once only from top to bottom. As you can see, it's much faster. The second tip will allow you to copy a text to your smartphone using the camera, for example a text written on a sheet. To do this, open the Google app, click on the camera icon in the search bar, and choose the text option. Then place your smartphone in front of the text to be copied and click on the capture button. All you have to do is select the text you want to copy and then click on copy text. You can now paste this text anywhere. The third tip will allow you to turn your smartphone on by tapping twice on the screen, which makes it easier to turn it on when it's placed on a table. To do this, go to the settings and type double tap in the search bar. Then click on the option double tap to wake, or similar, and activate it. You can now turn on your smartphone by simply tapping twice on the screen. The fourth tip will allow you to use 2 applications simultaneously. First, go to the app switcher, and make sure there are at least 2 apps open. Then click on the icon of the application of your choice, located at the top, click on split and finally click on another application. Now you can use both at the same time. Note that it's possible to resize apps and copy text between them. The fifth tip will allow you to switch very quickly from one app open in the background to another, without having to go through the app switcher. To do this, in the navigation bar, double tap on the icon to access the app switcher. As you can see, switching from one app to another is done very quickly. If you're using gesture navigation, just swipe your finger down the screen from right to left or from left to right. You are probably familiar with the dark mode, this very popular function which allows you to darken your interface in order to improve your experience at night. But did you know that it could turn on and then turn off by itself at sunset and sunrise? That's what I'm going to tell you about with this 6th tip. First, go to the quick settings and hold your finger on the dark mode icon. Then click on schedule, or similar option, and choose turn on at custom time, or similar option. All you have to do is enter the sunset time and the sunrise time. The dark mode will activate accordingly. When you browse a web page or you're on a game or an application, it's not uncommon for you to be bombarded by numerous advertisements. With this 7th tip, we'll see how to get rid of it. At first, open your settings and click on Network, Internet, Connections, or a similar option. Secondly, find and click on the Private DNS option. And then click on Private DNS Provider Hostname. Finally, in the bar, type dns.edgard.com exactly as written on the screen, respecting the lowercase letters and periods. Once it's done, you just have to click on Save. As you can see, there is no longer any advertising either in the apps or on the internet. It's however important to note that this doesn't work on YouTube. The 8th tip will allow you to erase text more quickly. To do this, simply swipe left from the erase button, instead of clicking on it. When you are satisfied with the selected text, all you have to do is lift your finger and the selection will be erased automatically. If, like me, you don't use a password to unlock your smartphone, the lock screen is therefore of little use to you and slows you down in accessing your device. With this 9th tip, we'll see how to get rid of it. To do this, open your settings and type lock in the search bar. Then click on Screen Lock, or Lock Screen, and choose None. You can now unlock your smartphone much faster. You have probably already been woken up in the middle of the night by a call, an SMS or even a notification because you forgot to switch to silent mode. With this 10th tip we are going to see how to make sure that it doesn't happen again. First, go to the quick settings, and hold your finger on the Do Not Disturb option. Next, click on Schedules, and then on Sleep. You now have the possibility to choose which days and time slots you don't want to be disturbed. For example, You can choose your usual sleeping hours. There is also the possibility of including some exceptions to the rule, such as calls or SMS from your loved ones, notifications from some applications, or the alarm clock function. There you go. This is the end of this video. Let me know in the comments which tip you liked best. And if you have encountered difficulties in putting one of these tips into practice, you can write me a comment, specifying the tip in question and the name of your smartphone so that I can help you.